Hi, good evening to all of you. Am I audible? Let's start with this discussion on analysis of verbal. Few of are saying that they do not like vocab or RC or something. Just joking. Am I audible? Just press yes. Because this discussion, I'll keep this discussion a little bit generic. Because as per the rule, we are not supposed to take anything outside this examination center. So coming on to this, how many of you took this on very first day, first slot, second slot? Just raise your, just press yes if your paper is, you took your exam. First slot, second slot, 16th of. Okay, only few of. Rest on 22nd. Ramil, Rajat, Nitish, yes, Charu, Praveen, 22nd, Mahendra, Balkesh. So, Balkesh, are you Balkesh Narang from Kurukshetra? Am I right? Yes, okay, Balkesh. So, let's start with this. As we all know, in the verbal section, first of all, congratulations to all of you. The chances are very bright. Those who already have taken the test and those who are going to take test on 22nd of this month. Because CAT people, they already taken out the grey areas like para completion, vocab, idiomatic usage. Likewise, we used to give you one word followed by 4 sentences and we are supposed to pick up one of the incorrect usages. Gone. So Ankush is asking, sir, 22 November will be difficult. It is 50-50 because CAT people are also smart. They also belong to the same country. They are also from India and we are also from India. And we both are born genius. Yeah, Narayan, no fill in the blanks this time. No fill in the blanks, no para completion question, no vocab usage, no confusing word. So what was there in the verbal section? It was very simple, very plain, yet a little time consuming in terms of understanding the given whatever the questions or the content was given. CR Praveen, I'll come on to topic one by one on each and every topic. So I'll take up CR at point number 3. So coming on to this 22nd, this the question was asked that whether the 22nd would be a difficult version of this CAT or not. But we are also guessing that they'll make this test a little difficult. Probably this time this AR was tougher than the verbal section, and the first section DA was tougher than your mathematics section. So probably they can reverse the game also, because they know that people are here very smart and they'll definitely would be discussing, institutes like us, students like you would be discussing all the strategies, but probably 50% yes, things can change. So we should have plan B in place also. So plan B is that in plan A we have right now from the 16th onward we are guiding that should start verbal from this verbal section. Second section should be verbal first, then AR if possible, and the first section mathematics first and DI second. Probably plan B is just reverse of plan A. So be prepared for, do your best and be prepared for this plan B also in case if plan A doesn't work. Coming on to the section wise analysis, if I talk about first of all RCs, you must have gone through now. By now, have you seen our analysis on our website or different websites? Yes, session has started, Ravi. If I talk about starting from the first very prominent section, RCs, 16 question, 4 RCs into 4 questions each. So 16 question. If I talk about RCs, pretty straight. First of all, again, no philosophy, no psychology based hardcore RCs. Straight away, the areas were a little bit of technology, like frugal engineering. I'm not supposed to highlight the names. Karan, I'll come to grammar section also. We have just started with the RC first. I'll take up each section one by one. Nothing to worry about. I'll just keep this very short, brief. So RCs probably minus philosophy, minus psychology. So again, good news. Probably we all can handle rest of the areas. At your age, people are not so willing to read philosophy or psychology until unless they go through their first or second or 51st breakup. I think you all are very committed. Still no breakup. So Irfan smiling. So coming on to the RCs, the areas picked up were science a little bit, like obesity, one of the areas, history, one of the areas, frugal engineering, one of the areas, sociology, one of the areas, colonization, imperialism, one of the areas. I mean to say that all the areas, yeah, technology a little, but not hardcore technology, not that will not be able to understand. Rajat. So all RCs manageable. In the second slot, students reported that one of the RCs based on history, that is history doers, doers and history makers. Probably this RC was a little difficult. Rimsha, you're asking should I do RCs in last 15-17 minutes? No, this would be a little risky. And generally in my analysis session, I told you earlier also that the best approach is that don't do all the RCs. No, it depends on person to person. But my take is that my personal opinion is that don't do all the RCs in just one go. Since we can scan the entire paper, so probably just skim the total paper and try to figure out the subject, the number of RCs. No, so Irfan, there were no reports as far as FIJs are concerned. No, nobody reported that FIJs were there. So FIJs strictly out. CR consisting of inference and summary based question. I'll come on to CR later on. But coming back to this RCs, so do not do. My opinion is that you should not go for all RCs in just one go, because it takes your concentration. And probably it will result in the lapse of concentration. After first RC, make sure that you pick up 1 or 2 non-RC question, then move on to next RC and so on. Out of 4 RCs, probably I'll say that if your reading speed is fine, go for all the RCs, but minimum 3, because paper is easy, so we cannot afford to attempt only 1 or 2 RCs. Probably I'll guide that. My take is that you should go for at least 3 RCs. But if your reading speed is fine and if you are a calculative risk taker, probably should go for all RCs, because AR till now is tough. So probably we have to maximize our score in verbal section. So coming back to any question regarding RCs, then I move on to next section. What should be the good attempt? So this probably we can ask from the paper setters. What should be the good attempt? Probably if I talk about 16, if you go for all RCs, all 16 question accuracy is 70 to 80%, just multiply 16 into 8 would be considered as good attempt. But point is that it's a little difficult to achieve 80% accuracy, because out of 16 question, 2 were really very difficult, even for the top-notch people also, very brilliant, genius kind of people also. But probably 12 to 13 questions correct. Anything above 11 plus would be, I would say that out of 16 question, 12 plus would be fine. Anything less than 12, probably score can come down. Have I answered your question? All these are just guesstimates. Means we are just guessing. Probably one is very good at RC, can go up to even 15 questions, 16 questions, all questions. It's very difficult, a little far-fetched, but probably 13 plus. On the safer side, I would say 11 plus. So how we judge that RC questions are difficult? If first the language, second the twist in the question, third whether it is an inference based, fourth what has been asked is not direct or inference based, and it's too far-fetched whatever been asked. It is probably the author, the paper setter is checking our knowledge at how we can apply the understanding to any new situation. If I talk about the questions in RCs, most of the questions were direct. In RCs, there were no tone-based, title-based questions. So another good factor, advantage. In few of the RCs, not all the questions. I would say that 3 to 4 question choices were a little close, but not tough. They were close but not tough in terms of understanding, in terms of scanning the right choice, picking up the right choice. Yes, detail-based questions, specific detail-based questions were there, and probably we should all get these questions correct. If we are not getting these questions wrong, then we are in soup and we'll land nowhere. Aditya, you asked inference. So I think you are not, you are a online student only. 501 is your ID. Yes, inference is anything. Generally, we telling this in our classes also. Most of my students know this answer. Inference. Anybody can answer this question. Inference is a conclusion about unknown on the basis of a given fact. Yes, it should not be in the RC directly. It should not. It should not be the restatement of any of the lines. Neither, nor it should be directly present in the RC. Whenever you are confused, that whenever we come across two close option when we are answering inference based question, make sure that you pick up the choice which has got certain basis in the passage or few lines to support that. Upon these lines, probably this can be drawn. If answer is choice is looking very impressive but it doesn't have any strong basis in the passage, then we have to reject that choice. Although the choice may seem to be very good or something, but we have to reject the choice. So there were no FIJs. I'm repeating this, no FIJ. Most of the students took this inference based question as FIJ on 16th, but probably they were not direct. FIJ's fact inference judgment is altogether different direction. And in the paper, we were asked that which of the following can be inferred, or which can be best summary, which of the following can be the best summary of the passage. No doubt inference based and summary based passage were little lengthy, so most of the students even took this long summary based question and inference based question as RCs. So 9, you're asking how to track the main idea. So there were no exactly main idea like one or two questions based on main idea, but main idea generally there are one or two local tricks. And but ultimately we have to scan the entire passage very carefully. We have to read very passage. There were no title based questions even. Rambir, sorry. Rambir, there were no title based question, no tone based question. So were mock cat of the bull was closest to the paper yesterday? Yes, Tom. It's very classical name. So are you from India or America? That's joking. So yes, because whatever inputs we get, we try to make our test series, what we call bull tests or bull cats, on the basis of the inputs we receive. So whatever we are receiving this year, we'll make our test series on the basis of the given inputs next year. So yeah, bull mocks, we had two test series, bull mocks and bull cats. Yeah, bull cats and bull mocks, both were pretty close, but I would say that bull cat, probably they were all very near to whatever you saw on 16th as far as the level of difficulty and the types of questions are concerned, but we were all expecting FIJs and other such grey areas. Fortunately, Tom, you're from Kerala. Okay, Himanshu, Kerala. So Himanshu must be from Punjab. Likewise, we are. For Punjabi, we are very particular about vowels. So again, moving on to next part. I think I'm done with RCs. Any question regarding RCs? So Atish, you're asking, can we expect FIJ? Say, let's say I'm saying that be ready for the plan B also, but this particular topic is the least expected because this is a very gray area, but I'm not sure. We cannot say with this 100% surety that this will not come. Probably we should all be ready for plan number B also in case if they reverse the trend. Because right now they must be laughing and scanning from their sky computers that few faculties from few good institutes they are discussing with their students. This should be a strategy, that should be a strategy. So point is that we should have always plan B. We all are born managers. We are all iron getters. Any manager should have plan B, plan 3, plan C, D, etc. And how many plans one can have? At the max 26 plans, because series is up to Z only. Yes. So am I clear about RCs? No, Ankush, there were no syllogism. Coming back to point number 2, Balkesh, you are asking, okay, you're just enjoying the session. So verbal KNIT, what is verbal KNIT? Will plan A. Plan A is that we are, if they follow the same trend on 22nd is plan A, then we have to strategize our approach as per whatever we are discussing right now. Plan B is that opposite, reverse of plan A. So it's very difficult. So coming on to next part of the question apart from RCs, the next paper, the next part was based on para jumbles. Balkesh was to revise last few days for RC. Let's say if you want to, then pick up RCs from our bull test or bull mocks or whatever books you have. Just do one RC. just to check your accuracy level. Time constraint, if you ask the time, the length of the RC 300 to 400 words, at the max going up to words are going up to 550, so probably short to medium range RCs, and timing should not take more than 10 minutes, including questions, 12 at the max. But again, 8 best time, if I say. In terms of Rambir, you're asking 160, the last bull cut is pretty easy, you can practice. Yeah, yes, definitely. So moving on to next session. Am I clear about RCs? Just press yes. All of you, those who are in the session, just press yes. How many students are there? Okay, let's move on to our next scoring area. So RC, very scoring area. Right from the day one when we start, these are classes, regular classes. Generally, I say that RC can make you, break you. Whether we love this section, hate this section, we cannot ignore this section. Being a manager, we should be able to read reports thoroughly and completely, and should be able to decide something. So RC is actually one of the ways to check your decision making abilities. Yes, Soumya, there were only few inference based question, but inference, any special tip regarding that, it should not be directly in the passage. Second, it should have certain basis, few lines to support that inference drawn, conclusion drawn. Otherwise, the inference would be taken as technically wrong. Probably sometimes we come across inference based question and pick up the choice which seems to be absolutely alright, but point is, Vignesh, you're losing your temper. Is there any problem? Vignesh means Shri Ganesh. Okay, Vignesh. You know the meaning of your name? So we all have to take your name before starting anything. Okay, let's move on to our next section, scoring area. Otherwise, I also consider this as very scoring area. Probably sentence rearrangement. So the CAT this year had 8 sentence arrangement based question, out of which 4 complete para jumbling or sentence arrangement. We are given 5 sentences, so we have to rearrange A, B, C, D, D, C types, and 4 were misfit or odd one out. Out of 4 sentences, which one is not fitting in the given arrangement? So odd man, yes, odd man out, PJs were there, definitely. So 8 scoring. Do we know how to solve these sentence arrangement questions? So misfit approach tips, sir. I'll come on to misfit also, Nishant. So coming on to this sentence arrangement, my point is that first of all, as I tell in my classes, also regular classes, most of my students know these. Ankisha, no, from options. Options should be the second step, not the first. First, try to figure out the opener or the closure. If read the given sentences very carefully, probably try to guess the story a little, guess the sequence of the story a little. I'm not explaining, I'm not finalizing this answer at this step number 2. Step number 1, read all the sentences. Step number 2, try to figure out the rough sequence, rough draft of the final sequence. Second, try to find out the opener or the closure if you are lucky. Step number 3, try to find out, then the next step is try to find out mandatory pairs. Mandatory pair, as we all know, most of my students are already aware of all these tricks. Mandatory pair, these 2 sentences which will remain together no matter what, they cannot be separated, they'll move together, remain together. Para jumbles were tougher than bull mocks or easier. They were, Aditya, they were easier than our bull mocks. We deliberately increased the level in our bull mocks or bull cats, but in real cat, Akarsh sentences were lengthy. No, they were moderate. Even not lengthy, they were moderate. So third step is try to find out the mandatory pairs, and there are 3 or 4 tricks regarding mandatory pairs. As we all know, first of all, noun pronoun method. Noun pronoun. My students, do we know that noun pronoun? Anuj, yeah, it is a very scoring area. Noun pronoun method. So we can we can add, we can keep these 2 sentences, noun and same pronoun containing sentences. Second trick is try to find cause effect based pair. Cause containing sentence and the effect of this cause containing sentence will remain together. They'll move together. We cannot be separate. They cannot be separated. Third step is chrono pairing. We can arrange the mandatory pair as per the chronological sequence. Third is contrast. See if the situation is moving from worse to better, then first negative will come, then positive will come. If the situation is deteriorating, the first in contrast, the positive sentence will come first and negative later on. So again, we'll form a mandatory pair. And last trick is your keyword links. I think this is very helpful in your XAT also. This will be really helpful in XAT because I personally apply this trick very much, quite a number of times, this keyword link method. We try to find out the keywords in the sentences, try to link the keywords. Rimsha, yes, practicing old CAT definitely would help because in previous years, if I talk about 2001, 2, 3, 4, etc. So we had these summary based and inference based question. If I talk about DI, you attended, must have attended this DI session, mathematics session also. So this year the DI is a little reasoning based, intelligence based, and AR is also a little calculation or again reasoning based. So they have shifted to the previous year trends. Yes, definitely it would help, and just try to attempt these papers, solve these papers just for the sake of solving, sake of knowing the tricks, not under time pressure or time constraint. Just solve for the sake of solving to learn. Should be learning. How many questions, Anuj, you are asking how many questions we should attempt in VA? Probably it's a very difficult question to answer. Yeah, AR is equal to Raju. AR is LR. Yes, AR, analytical reasoning, is LR. Sorry. So I would say that attempt should be, let's say, probably in 50 verbal question, including AR section. Anything between let's say decent to get the decent score. Yes, Prathamesh, CAT 201 to 205. Yes, definitely we should solve. Probably 35 questions, 35 safer side, middle 90 for 90 percentile, anything between 28 and 32. So these are all my guesstimates from previous year experiences and this year trend I'm looking at. So probably 60% sir, overall attempts with 60% accuracy in verbal. Aman, so 60% accuracy, then probably we should go for 80% of the attempts, means 50 questions, total 50 into 80, 40 questions, but I'll again guesstimate, it's my opinion, but seeing the level of AR, so it's very difficult to touch even 40, but anything above 32 plus something. So on an average, students have reported that the good decent students, they touched even 75, 76 also, but again, accuracy should be the prime concern, no doubt. With the increase in number of questions, our speed should be also fine. Should be able to strike the right balance between speed and accuracy. So Shashwat, okay, coming on to sentence rearrangement. We were discussing sentence rearrangement. So after applying all these tricks, now take the help of the choices. After let's say if you are able to find any opener or closure, any mandatory pair, pick up those choices in which you find any of these three elements. Keep those choices and reject rest of the choices. That's how we go. Choices, we have to take the help of choices, but it should come at number 2 step, not the number 1, because ultimately we can confuse it with the help of very senti choices also. So this was regarding your sentence rearrangement, complete parajumbling, all the sentences quite open, and we have to arrange all the sentences. Now coming on to misfit types, a little dicey sometimes, but point is we should not try to apply all these tricks, so-called sentence rearrangement tricks. As far as misfit questions are concerned, generally we come across 2 pairs, 2 on one side, 2 on other side, and we are really confused which one is not fitting well in the current sequence. So for misfit question, my take is that should go only by theme based linking method. Try to find out the particular theme in all the given sentences, and one of the sentences would be lying outside the central theme of the given question. No tricks, no opener, no closure, etc. Probably first try we should try the theme based link method, and if you are able to track 3 sentences together, take 3 sentences together on the basis of their themes, one will be left out, and that is, this sentence is called misfit sentence. So this is how we tackle misfit questions. So again, scoring area, I would say that out of 8 questions, if you manage to get at least 5 correct, you will be able to sail through. you'll get a decent score out of total. So misfit, I would say that out of 4 para-jumble questions, 3 were easy, 1 was tough, and out of misfit, 2 were easy, 2 were tough. So my guess is that if you get 6 out of 8, you get 6 correct. Marvelous. So options like A, B, C, D, E, and in misfit type questions, they contain single option, either A is not fitting, B, A, B or C, single alphabet choices in misfit. But A, B, C, D type of choices you will find in complete para-jumbling based questions. So am I clear about this para-jumbling techniques and this technique? Should I move on to next section? Is accuracy count during normalization? This we are not sure right now. They have mentioned this, but again they have mentioned clearly that they'll go by this gate method. But again, definitely they'll take accuracy into while normalizing the scores. Therefore, I'm saying right from beginning that our focus should also be on accuracy, primarily on accuracy. But again, we have to maintain the right balance in speed and accuracy because the number has increased up to 100. So out of 100 question, minimum should be 40, I would say. But again, these are all my attempts. Moving on to next area, prominent area. Inference based question. Generally we are given one paragraph and few 4 choices, and we are asked to pick up the inference. So inference, I told you earlier also that it is a conclusion about unknown on the basis of a given fact. So we should not try to find out any statement which is which is restatement of the one of the lines from the passage. Generally, in order to confuse you, what we do, paper setters, what we do, that we pick up the line from somewhere in between the given passage and we try to restate using different words. So it should not be restatement of the or direct pickup of the any of the lines from the passage. Inference should be something which should be based on the one of the lines, not Neha Gupta, you're saying star dot verbal. I'm not able to understand what exactly is your Neha Gupta verbal. Yeah, this is verbal session going on, I suppose. Okay, minimum 40 in verbal or overall. Okay, their question is minimum 40. Minimum 40 means not minimum 40. This is minimum 40 total. I'm asking minimum 40 in verbal. So that means you will have a CBI running for your life. After your life. So it is actually 28, I would say 28 minimum, and 32, 35, 37 at the max we can touch. Rimsha, your question was verbal ability. Now I'm coming on to this verbal ability section. Yeah, similar to NMAT. No, we cannot say that similar to NMAT. Level is little high in comparison to NMAT. But verbal reasoning. Now coming on to the critical reasoning section, consisting of few summary based questions and inference based question. Inference we already have discussed how to tackle inference based question, but you have to be extra careful while picking up the right options, because generally we try to confuse you by giving a very close option when it comes to inference based question. Now Soumya, any more tricks regarding what? Soumya, tricks regarding what? Just name the topic also. Inference. So inference is strictly no other tricks. It is purely technical point that it should not be there in the passage. Inference is actually a conclusion about unknown on the basis of a given fact. It's a technical definition. Priyanka, misfit sentence. Misfit sentence, we try to first of all, out of 4 sentences, we try to link 3 sentences with the help of themes in these sentences. Don't go by opener, closure, or you can say the keyword link, etc. Because if you go by all sentence arrangement tricks, you will find 2 sentences forming one group and other 2 sentences. On Nikhil, I am coming on a summary. Yes, we are running short of time already. So misfit, only theme based. Rest, try to understand the story first. Now coming on to summary based, we'll do few summary based questions also. I've got few questions with me. So difference between summarizing essence of the passage, almost the same. I've got both the types of question. Essence of which of the following best capture the essence of the passage. You will find these questions in NMAT or MAT level exams. Summarizing is also fine. Essence of the passage is also fine. More or less same. Summary, coming out of the summary, first of all let us define the word summary. Summary means you have to sum up the entire discussion, like in GDs also. Let's say when we are given any topic and we are discussing any topic, how we summarize the topic. So we just summarize, we pick up the main points, and we are not supposed to leave the key ideas, keywords, and we just summarize the main ideas, and we leave secondary ideas or ideas of secondary import. We need to just focus on the primary idea, central idea, things of great or prime importance. That's how summary, that's how we frame summary. Summarize, whenever we are asked this summary based question, summary should be something which should cover the gist of the passage. Gist means the main idea. That's why in, while doing RCs also, the very first type of question we deal with is we teach you is how to track the main idea. Main idea is actually should be in the form of idea. Just remember that any fact, example, illustration, etc. Cannot be the main idea of the given passage. Let it be the summary based question or the main RC based question. So idea should be in the form of idea, is the opinion of the author, around which the entire story is moving. So you need to be extra careful while reading summary based question also. Just treat these small paragraphs like any paragraph of the given RC, and we have to be very focused while reading this. So first my my request is that that we should focus on the main idea first, what exactly the passage has highlighted or is highlighting. And summary should cover all the keywords presented and the main idea or the gist of the passage. Summary should be technically speaking, whenever we had this summary based question in our lower classes also, in Prezi we know that is 1/3 of the given paragraph. Summary is just the main gist extract of the passage. Normally summary based questions were a little lengthy in terms of the length, but when it comes to the understanding part or the vocabulary content, the subject content, they were all easy to understand, and probably the flow was very easy to understand, to comprehend, and very easy in terms of picking up the right summary. Out of 4 summary based questions, only 1 was little tricky, rest were easy. Summary based question and a few inference based questions. Summary in essence one and the same thing. Coming on to, so Karan Singh, you're asking there was strengthening or weakening the argument. No, there were no strengthening or weakening. Only, okay, in the second slot we had this one question based on supporting. Yes, strengthen the argument. Strengthen, as we all know, I generally teach in my classes, regular classes, that strengthening or weakening should be around assumption in the question. Just practice one strengthening. CR1. Probably para completion is out in your bullseye terminology. We call this as CR2, para completion. So this was there this time, no CR2, only CR1, which is conventional CR. Only one question. Once one of the students reported that they had this, he had this one question based on strengthen the argument. Yes, but it should move around the assumption if we know. Am I clear, Karan? Okay, we were discussing about next come on to the grammar part. If I come on to grammar, options can be utilized. Option definitely can be utilized, especially in case of RCs. Because now, if I talk about RCs, we can pick up the not options in terms of RCs, because questions can be utilized. Options, we can utilize options in grammar. Right now I'm coming on to grammar part. So grammar primarily based on no sentence correction, where we are given one underlined part followed by 4 options. One is thought choice number 1 is always same as the question itself. So typical grammar based question, likewise you saw in our bullcats and test series also, we are given 4 or 5 sentences and we are asked to pick up the correct or incorrect ones. So in this we were asked this session 16 November cat slot 1 slot 2, they were asked to find out the correct ones instead of incorrect ones generally. So question grammar quite easy, simply based on subject over agreement. As we all know, subject over agreement questions easy to handle. Second, a few gerund or infinitives based question. Don't worry about the names. Gerund, ing forms, noun, ing form, verbal noun based question. Parallelism, a little, and tense based question. So nothing to worry about as far as grammar. There were 3 grammar questions. All were based on very option of viewing the whole paper. Balkesh, okay, yeah, definitely. First of all, since that in my analysis also, earlier also, I told you that since there is no restriction, first of all, we should spend first 5 or 7 minutes, just skim through the entire paper and figure out, just make your plan that you'll go by this route, that first maths or etc., English or etc. There's no time restriction, but keep tab on the time. Yes, there should be planning should be there. We should be able to plan out the things at the start of the battle, I would say, or just T20. So out of LR or AR block, what we call analytical reasoning or logical reasoning, only one block was difficult. One was moderate and one was easy, and one was Two were easy, one was moderate, and one very difficult. All in all, in comparison to verbal, AR was tough. What's the probability of what? Should we practice FIJ? Just if you know how to, if you're clear with your fundamentals regarding FIJs, just practice a few questions regarding FIJs. Again, this is a very gray area. My answer could be correct here also, but again, it's a very dicey area. But again, you want to revise, then just go through, pick a few questions based on FIJs. Don't confuse yourself too much. If you want to practice, if you already have practiced, then nothing to worry about. So yes, Mrinal, RC, in this yesterday also Prashant sir took the session. He might have told you about this, that yes, RC question was scattered after 3 questions, say 4 questions, 3 questions together, and one along with the RC placed after few non-RC questions. Yes, types of question will remain same. No, the questions were different. The pattern, the type, and the level of difficulty were same. These 3 elements were same. Questions were altogether different. Including RCs, or you talk about mathematics, etc. Anuj, you're asking which section 1 or 2 should I attempt first? Should go by your strong area strength. If you're comfortable with any of the areas, start with your strength. But again, I would recommend that if AR is your strength, don't get stuck up with AR. If your DI is your strength, don't get stuck up with this DI, because these 2 areas are a little difficult. But broadly speaking, mathematics versus verbal, whichever is your strong area, start with your strong area. Okay, moving on to types of questions in LR1 binary switch question. Just see this visit our video. We shall be uploading all these sessions on our YouTube videos also. Just go through Aditya, Karan, Mrinal, just go through our videos. You'll find all the tips and techniques regarding LR section also. So let's try to do 1 or 2 summary based question. Yeah, what is a binary switch? Generally, when you have got only 2 options for any given question, either you can go this way. For example, if I ask you, would you like to have this? If your answer restricted to only yes or no form, either yes or no, that is called binary based logic question. So there were one set regarding binary switch, that on off types, yes no types. So you can watch our videos, upload. Karthik, yeah, we upload all these session videos. Right now my video will be uploaded. We'll record this session. The session is being recorded here right now, and we'll upload it on our YouTube channel, on a website. You can visit our videos. All these vocab, no Soumya, no vocab. If you have got great vocabulary, it will definitely help you in solving RCs, but not direct vocab based question. And we should all consider ourselves very fortunate. No vocab, no idiomatic usage, no FIJ, no para completion, nothing. No, I would say I cannot use that particular word. Probably you can make out easily. So Nitin, अगले दिन IFT में काम आएगा vocab? Yeah, definitely it will definitely help you. In IFT we have got match the definition and analogy based question. Let's try to figure out solve. If you found CR difficult, Ankisha, so have you taken your RC CR difficult? CR in what sense difficult? CR para completion type, para completion not coming. So don't worry. CR what? CR1 strengthening, weakening, etc. We are talking about. Or if you're talking about the 16th paper. Okay, move on to let's try to solve few questions I've got. Can you see this screen? Okay, the first inference based question. Priyanka, were LR questions scattered? No, they were not scattered. Okay, so its question is very simple. Again, I have picked up few questions just from here and there, just to revise. Let's see. We'll just pick up 3 or 4 questions by the time session is over. So it says that 10 years ago, the total share of the federal, state, and local taxes was 23% of the nation's GNP. Here we say GDP. So gross national product. Now the share has gone down to 20%, 21%. Which of the following can be inferred? Just rush through. Nikhil, you like CR? Who is CR? Is she fine? Is your code word CR or is critical reasoning? Is she local? Nikhil, CR? Your CR is local? Okay, let's go through this question immediately. We have got just 15-20 minutes left. So your take, answer, inference. This is an inference based question. Absolutely fine, Mr. Rajiv. My name is also Rajiv. Congratulations, same pinch. Yeah, you all are. Believe me, you all are born genius. Nothing to worry about. You are through. It's better. Could have been better if you had tried for even Harvard University, Yale, Ivy League colleges. You all are great, genius. Absolutely, the answer is C. Congratulations, you already have cracked CAT. Let's move on to next question. Should I move on to next question? Okay. Anuj, you're saying you don't get it. What? The answer? Swami, answer is D. Previous question. No. Answer is not D. Answer is C. See, the total amount. The first is wrong because the choice has used amount. Here we are talking about the percentage. We are not talking about the amount. First gone. Second, a little out of track. Cannot be inferred because there is no strong basis given in the passage that with the help of which we'll come to know that now they have better standard of living. They did in 10 years ago. We cannot make out this. That's why Sandeep, B cannot be the. And D, federal, state and local government have reduced the level of services they offer, upon which line you are drawing this conclusion. So whenever you pick up any choice, just ask yourself, do I have any line in the passage to support this conclusion? Do you have any basis in the passage to draw this conclusion? Probably 23% has come down to 21%. It's all because now people are utilizing more money. Let's say if you are paying your, if you have taken house loan, or any LIC scheme or any insurance scheme, or you are paying tuition fees, it has increased. So probably your tax, you get tax rebate. So if you are utilizing more of your money or salary, the share of tax would definitely reduce. It doesn't mean that standard has gone up or something. Am I clear? Am I clear? Yeah, B and D were poetic. Yes, Balkesh, B and D very poetic choices. But am I clear about this? Why B and D cannot be? Just press yes if you are clear. Then we will move ahead. Next question. Should I? Okay, okay. Just go through this. Again, implied is actually inference drawn by the author. Should be directly evidence, strong evidence should be there in the passage. So we doubt that latest government, doubt the first keyword. Generally in my sessions also, earlier also, I have focused, told so many times that we should always pay great attention on keywords. First keyword, we doubt that latest government report will scare Americans. We doubt means is not hopeful about. Doubt, negative word, from ham, bacon, sausages, hot dogs, etc. Or that it will empty out bars, means the drinking lounge, or cause a run on natural food supplies, means author is doubting about this. If the diet were to be mandated, coming from the law coming from Washington, Americans probably will order the exact opposite, of course. Means people are not willing to follow. They are not even interested in following whatever government says. That's why in the very first line also he doubted. Therefore, diet that does make sense to eat a balanced and varied diet composed of foods from all food groups and containing a reasonable caloric intake. Just I read this question. You read this silently. I'll show you the options then. Because option is on next slides. Yes, if you have gone through this question, let's scan the choices. Okay, these are the choices. So question was implied by the passage. Vitamins are necessary to combat disease. No mention of how can this can be implied. C, only third. Unorthodox suggestion. So there's a little difference between Karthik. There's a little difference between this implied and inferred. Implied is always with respect to author, and inference is always with respect to reader or the listener. So unorthodox suggestion is a very good inference, but it is not this which is implied by, we cannot say that it is not written there is a suggestion was unorthodox or something. So we can probably recent report warned of the risk of meat and alcoholic, because there it was mentioned bar and other areas, such areas. So probably second statement can be implied, and therefore answer is B. Yeah, answer is B. So moral of the story is that whenever we are asked implied is with respect to the author, inferred is with respect to the reader or the listener. So you should be very clear about these two technical words generally. But in CAT we have been asked this inference based, not the implied. I just inserted this question just for the sake of to make the distinction clear between inference and the implied. Yeah, any recording, Pawan, you're asking any recording will be available, unable to wait properly from the office. Yeah, definitely you can view our YouTube videos also. I'm not able to didn't get your question. It had it been inference based question, answer would have been yes, answer would have been 3 only, because second and third combined I would say that, but third the best inference, yes. Yeah, it's Bullseye channel, our video YouTube channel on our website. You will find this YouTube, hit Bullseye YouTube channel. You will find this, all the videos. Earlier also CR workshop, grammar questions, etc. You will find n number of videos. Let's move on to the next question. Again, it's an inference based question. Take your time. Praveen, you're asking C, the previous question. Why C can't? Because there is no mention of the word unorthodox. We cannot say that, we cannot make out, there is no word to support unorthodox in the previous question. That's why C cannot be an inference. C cannot be the choice as far as implied is concerned. Had it been inference? Yes, C definitely is an inference. Yes, Pawan, session recording would be available tomorrow. So, the ancient Greek word askesis, from which the adjective ascetic derives, means practice, training or exercise, was originally used in reference to some sort of disciplined practice. In reference to any sort of discipline. Today the word this word is primarily associated with the renunciation of the. Renunciation means you leave all the things, worldly pleasures. Renunciation of the worldly pursuits, you leave for the purpose of spiritual gain. However, anyone can choose to practice asceticism, which are the following. However, the keyword here is however, very strong keyword, means author is looking at both the things, and he's saying that no doubt it's up to you. You can pick up any way you want to. It is probably not restricted to the original meaning or the whatever meaning we are taking today of this word. We are applying this. So now think of the answer. First is very restricted. It is a kind of senti choice. We all know asceticism is related to yogis, monks, etc. That's why we have the very first choice is very senti choice. Asceticism, second, third is a little bit factually wrong. Second, asceticism no longer refers to disciplined practices. We can't say this. May or may not be, because he say that nowadays both the meanings are there being followed. So I think the best answer is D. This word can be used independent of religious connotation nowadays, this way or that way. Am I clear? Okay. Paras, you are asking what these type of questions were asked in CAT to them. No. We cannot print these questions on. These are types inference based question. Probably just looking, we took the few hints, but these are not the exact questions. Mind it. Not possible. But the language, if we say the level of difficulty, etc., we have tried our level best to keep these parameters same. Paras just asking, yeah, these are the types, not the exact, but these, even though not exact, in terms of LOD, in terms of, I picked a few moderate questions only. not the very difficult questions. Anishka, you're asking Ankisha, why not be in the last question? But just go through this question. First of all, this is a summary based question. I have picked up one or two summary based question also for you to practice. See, second is a little dicey. First, I would say that first half is fine. Men are unpredictable. This can be summarized, yes. But we should be very careful in one's dealing. So, where this is mentioned that we should be very careful about while dealing with these kind of people, where it is mentioned. So, that's how we create very senti emotional choices. Summary means you just need to sum up the entire discussion. That's it. Cover the major points or the main idea of the passage. He's saying that sometimes he is surprised to see the unknown facets or aspects of the one's personality. Now 5 days are left. What section to focus on according to you? Last moment tips. Just think about your life. We all have life in our lives. Think about your life. Just joking. Paras, just don't worry about anything. Don't get conscious about anything. Just if you still have got some time, just chillax. 2 days before the exam, do not pick up anything regarding the solving any paper, test, or analyzing your abilities, etc. Yeah, Nota is Nota is a bad option. Okay, you're talking about this. I thought from where the elections have come. So none of these cannot be the fourth. The answer is third. Answer is third. No matter how closely you know somebody, there still exists unknown facet of his personality. That's what the primarily the passage has highlighted. See, while solving summary based question, don't get into the RC's mindset that we have to answer the question, or don't try to infer the things. Don't try to draw the conclusion. In summary, just pick up the things which are already mentioned in just yeah, Priyanka, third is the answer. We have to summarize. Therefore, just a summary is a kind of little bit of conclusion also. Yeah, therefore, you will find a tinge of inference in summary based questions also. Therefore, if I say, can I write this line after therefore, third option, if I write therefore, no matter how closely you know somebody still exists. Yeah, if I write with this therefore, Ravi, key point in this particular, I never thought. Yeah, which I never thought. Yeah. So my tip number 1 is focus on keywords. Second, the tone of whether the question is has positive connotation, negative connotation. Make sure that you know the tone, the keywords, and summary. Just focus on key ideas. Take out examples, illustrations, etc. Just focus on the idea, and idea should always be in the form of idea. Let's move on to the next question. If there wasn't his in, can A be the answer? No, Tarun, again it is third in the first option of the previous question. Tarun, the keyword, the first word itself was wrong. Just rush through this question. I think we'll be able to attempt 1 or 2 questions more. After that, I'll wind up this with few tips in journal. Soumya, tone of the previous para, inquisitive. Okay, Nitin. So if all of us, let's say if you have gone through this question, let's scan the choices now. Let's see what we have been asked. The essence, one essence, I deliberately picked up this essence based question just to make sure that if we come across essence and summary, one and the same thing. So these are the options. Can you show the, so, okay, let's play para first and then options. Okay, Soumya, let's play para. So this is the paragraph. Okay, options. One, India is an exciting place and excitement has been palpable ever since. It's very specific. Question is not only talking about Microsoft, it's talking about the entire development in India. And he has picked up three areas like IT and employment, innovation, etc. So therefore the best essence which has, the choice which has captured the essence is, yes, 3. Because here we have picked up all the keywords also: technology, employment, innovation, and obviously the time also. There's nothing so we can say wrong with question option number 4. Here we are talking about the future, and in the future lies in rapid unleashing of the potential. So here in the question itself, yeah, 3 and 4 are very close, because in the question we already have mentioned that we have reached this area, this particular level. So there is no point that we haven't been asked about what can be inferred or what the future, what future has for us in store. That's why 4th is rejected. Yep. The weak keyword is economy. Let's move on to the next question. If we have, let's see. So we are nearing the end of the session. Last question. Just wanted to show you what summary and inference questions are. That's why I picked up, just to clear the air, phobia, etc. So Atish, last 4 days just focus on as far as verbal, or if I talk about it in journal, pick up just random question, from any of the areas which you know that you are very strong, and pick up anything in which you are weak, 1 or 2 questions. But if I talk about 2 days before the exam, just relax properly. No studies, only songs. Relax, eat, make merry, focus, stay calm. But you want to practice, then practice few RCs only. As far as English is concerned, few just make sure that you pick up the questions from previous year. To all of you, last minute tip: previous year all SR questions, pick up all sentence arrangement questions, all summary based. If you find any summary based question, just pick up the questions from previous CATs. Nothing special. Okay, let's look at the choices. Last question. Again, summarizes. Which of the following conclusions best summarizes the argument? Your take. It's very difficult to recall the stuff if the choices are on the next slide. So we are not talking about single country. So we are talking about in general. Let's say if you are facing any trade deficit with some of the countries, it can be even out, can be balanced with trade surplus with some other countries. So if I talk about in general, 3rd, absolutely fine. Niket, Sid, etc. Congratulations to all of you. All the best from my side, from Team Bullseye. And Adish, don't worry, your verbal is not weak. It is only your psychological, you can say, notion. So believe in your abilities. Be confident. Remember the life in your life. If she's local. No. It is 3. It is 3. Answer is 3. Am I clear? Praveen, answer is 3rd option. We are talking about countries. We are not talking about in single country. So that is it for today. And the time has come to wind up the session. All the best. and just believe in your abilities. You all are genius, you all are intelligent. Keep smiling, stay calm, stay focused, and just make sure that you text your life on regular basis, because behind every successful man there is one woman, and behind every unsuccessful there are more than 23. So okay guys, see you all, bye and all the best. See you next time around.